All right, so today we're going to talk about the quotient rule. And so what the quotient rule says is if we have two functions, f and g, that are differentiable, and it's f divided by g, well then if I want to find dy dx, well then it's going to be this formula. And I always remember it because I take the bottom, it's a bit complicated, and the order matters. I take the bottom and I rewrite it and I square the bottom. And then I rewrite the bottom again up top. And then I take the derivative of f, subtract, and then I do the derivative of g times f. Okay, and so this is similar to the product rule where we're like original function derivative minus the switch around, but because it's subtraction, it matters. And so I always, to make sure I get the rule correct, I always write the bottom function down, square it, and I write it again up top. Then I start to do my calculus. Okay, so I do that process each time to make sure that I don't mess it up. And in your formula booklet, this is how it's written in your formula booklet. So if y is u over v, then derivative is going to be v squared, the bottom squared, write it again, v times the derivative of u minus u derivative of v. So let's see what this looks like in practice. So using the derivative, here I'm going to find a dy dx. And so when I do it, I'm going to take the bottom, I'm going to write it down and square it, and then I'm going to write it down again. Okay, so v squared, then v, and then I'm going to do the derivative of the top. U is the top, and so the derivative of the top is 6x plus 1, subtract, and then I'm going to do, I write the top, and I do it in the opposite direction, this one, and then I have to do the derivative of the bottom, which is then 2x. And then if I collect like terms, I get x squared plus 1 squared. I get 6x cubed plus x squared plus 6x plus 1 minus 6x squared minus, oh sorry, this is 6x cubed minus 2x squared. When I multiply the 2 here, and I use my subtraction sign. So be careful of the subtraction sign, you have to distribute it across. And so then I end up with, oh, those cancel away happily, and I get a negative x squared plus 6x plus 1 over x squared plus 1 all squared. And so just remember, when you do the quotient rule, when you're dividing two functions, square the bottom and write it down again, then start to do your calculus, subtracting, and then do the other combination.